The other night, when I was peacefully asleep in my bed, my light started flickering, and out of nowhere, my door started to get mined, and I realized it was none other than Minecraft Steve from the hit blockbuster, Minecraft. Steve then takes a look around my room, realizes my mobile device, looks at me, not happy about it. Before he goes away, he says to me, I knew what I had to do. I got up, I wrote down a script for a video, and then I browsed TikTok for an hour. Alright, quick question. When was the last time you put the phone down and didn't pick it up for, let's say, an hour? Didn't check the notifications, didn't endlessly scroll, just left it there. Tough, right? Here's the thing, our phones, social media, dating apps, they're all meant to help us all feel connected, but in the end, we kind of just get disconnected. We're living in a world where it's easier to swipe left and swipe right than say hello to another human being in person. Social media and dating apps have made meeting people instant yet superficial. So what are we really missing here? Well, a lot. We lose our ability to remain productive and focused. We sometimes may lose real-life social connections, and we prevent ourselves from growing as people and prevent the life that we aspire to have. Trust me, I've spent way too many hours glued to my phone telling myself that this is it. I'm gonna change my routine. I'm gonna stop using my phone so much, but it's easier said than done. A study done by Harmony Healthcare IT shows that the average American spends 4 hours and 37 minutes daily on their phone. It gets even worse for Gen Z, averaging in 6 hours and 5 minutes a day. So, I decided to do what any other influencer would do and go on ChatGPT and ask, what can I do in 4 hours and 37 minutes that is productive? To my shock, it provided many beneficial substitutes that I could do, but I noticed one thing about them all. None of them included doom scrolling on social media. Doom scrolling can easily consume hours upon hours of our day, leaving us feeling overwhelmed and anxious with every refresh. Realizing how much time I was losing, I decided to take matters in my own hand and reduce my screen time. I started by watching videos about what other people did to reduce their screen time. So, upon hours and hours watching videos glued to my screen, doing what I'm about to teach you not to do, I've created the ultimate toolkit to organizing your phone, setting boundaries for social media use, and trying to allow yourself to have more productive time throughout your day. I finally decided to limit my phone use to the following. No using social media unless it's to respond to somebody through messages or create a post. I noticed that every day I'd wake up and the first thing I'd do is check TikTok or Instagram, and it's hard. It's just so tempting when you see that you have 1 million likes waiting to be seen, 1 million comments, and 30 million people texting me about all the great things I've done. This was a major setback in my life. And I decided that, well, I can't really delete the social media apps. What I can do is put restrictions on these apps that allow me to further progress my journey as an influencer. Delete all dating apps. I know. Listen, I know. We get lonely. We do. Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I have all three. I have the Trinity. I know. Trust me, I know. But if you're anything like me, there's only one reason you're on it, and it's not to meet people. It's because you're bored. You're wasting time that you could be doing something else. You're wasting time that you could, I don't know, go out. Actually meet somebody. And if you are one of those people who go through and meet with people, great. I'm proud of you. Good job. That's not me. And in my case, I was wasting time. This was not helping me in the slightest. Delete them. And if you're anything like me as well, I constantly checked all the time, my messages, my notifications, all three back to back to back. It's not easy when you have 1 million of girls texting you all the time. It's taxing. I have to respond to every one of them, and it took out time of my day. When everybody wants you, it's not easy, but you need to delete the apps. Trust me. If you're constantly relying on social media apps to satisfy the craving of validation, do yourself a solid and delete the apps like I did. Alright, so bear with me on these ones because we're gonna change your phone. The very first thing I did as soon as I saw these videos inspired to change everything was remove apps from my home screen. I had apps upon apps upon apps, and they would distract me every time I'd go on my phone. I'd press any Instagram button or any TikTok, or if I saw a notification, I'd click on it. Sometimes an app I didn't even use because I saw there was a notification. Why do I care? I don't know. Do yourself a solid. Delete these apps off your home screen. Now, this step I found from others who did it online, and I thought it was a very smart idea, and that's to disable Rise to Wake, as well as swipe/tap to wake. Now, what this does is the Rise to Wake prevents your phone from turning on just by picking it up. As simple as that, a small change. But even that has made me want to just put my phone back down because it doesn't go on right away. I don't see the notifications right away. I don't have the urge to open my phone anymore unless I press the power button with intention. Now, this one is something I decided to do a while back. This was a daily, nightly routine that I do right before I go to bed. And that's simply turning my phone red before I head to bed. It helps, and that small change can make a world of a difference. And I also set it to an option where all you have to do is press the power button 3 times and it will instantly change for you. It can switch on and off. Try it. After doing some research online, I found out that some people found a way to minimalize their iPhone, rather dumbify it. And I thought this was clever. So what I did is I went on the App Store and I found an app, Minimal App Launcher. Now, what this app does is it allows you to put widgets on your homepage, and these widgets will only have 6 apps that you can load onto them. 6 apps are all you need. I kept my messages, my emails, my photos, my clock, my notes, and of course, my internet browser. Because I limited these apps, I have to find my dopamine somewhere else. Walks, meditation, yoga, reading, watching videos or movies on TV, or even just listening to music. 2 hours of screen time, which I usually do when I'm on a break, when I'm having lunch, or when I have dinner, or if I'm having a small little snack. And that time will be my time to go on my phone to catch up on current trends on TikTok, to reply to comments and likes on Instagram, or to get back to maybe some friends. However, if I have any other time outside through the day, that time will only be for replying to people through either Instagram messages or Facebook Messenger or text. In my case, I'm not saying to remove all of these apps. I'm not saying to not use these apps. I'm saying to restrict them for yourself and figure out something that you can do that is reasonable. When you're not constantly tied to your phone, you have the chance to fully experience the present, to connect with others more freely, and even discover new hobbies or passions that bring you true joy. Remember, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. So by setting healthy boundaries with our devices, we can live a life that's purposeful and genuinely fulfilling. Break the habit, stop swiping, and start making space for what truly matters, yourself. Social media and phone use and phone addiction is a constant battle that even I'm still going through to this day. But the first step of anything is knowing it's an addiction and knowing that you need to stop it. So do yourself a favor, guys. If you didn't already, download all these apps. Do all this to your phone. Go in with the mindset of I want to change my life. Do all of this and I promise you're going to be so much happier. Until next time.